Welcome to the Seed Pod. This is another edition of creating a business and building brands in West Kenya. As an entrepreneur, you are reminded that to bring up your brand from a commodity into something that is of demand in your area of trade, there are 4 things that you need to put in practice. 1 is you have to be selective. 2, you have to be different. 3, never negotiate on price. And 4, never, ever negotiate on value. Because people expect that if you are the cheapest, you will not be the best. And if you are the best, you will not be the cheapest. I introduce to you today one of the very familiar public figure in the region. She is the face behind Donami, House of Donami, which is a clothing store and a fashion house in West Kenya. She is also known for her prowess in politics. She has now made it to the assembly as a nominated MCA, and she is improving with each day. So we had a big interest in wanting to know how is she able to balance between business and how is she able to balance between family and also her personal life of growth. Today is going to be very interesting, so I encourage you to help me welcome to the set Mickey Ochieng. I don't know whether to introduce you with the honorable name that you have attained now that you're in the assembly. So I could equally say Honorable Mickey Ochieng. Karibu kwa Seed Pod.
Asante sana, Brian. Thank you so much.
Are you feeling comfortable? Ama patie maji?
No.
You're good.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're good. Thank you for accepting my invitation to come and join me and be part of building business brilliance in West Kenya. This is called the Seed Pod, and we are very glad to host you here today. For starters, somebody asked me when I told them that I'll be having you on the show today, that you tell us, how are you finding the political landscape so far?
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Thank you.
My name is Mickey, Honorable Mickey Awuor Ochieng.
Yes.
As Brian has aptly put it, a nominated member of the County Assembly of Kisumu, and also the Deputy Organizing Secretary for MCAs in Kenya. So I'm wearing a few hats in the political arena.
Yes.
And I'm also a business person in Kisumu.
Yes.
And very proud to be engaged in the economic growth of Kisumu County. I'm a mother, a wife.
Yes.
And a friend to many. So I'm really glad to be here today.
Yes.
Yes.
I am glad you have put aside my introduction so that you introduce yourself well. It is allowed.
Yes.
And one of the major thing that I've noticed is that from your introduction, is that you're putting on a very big title of being the Deputy Organizing Secretary for MCAs in Kenya.
Yeah.
So would it be now okay with you to now share with me, how do you find the political landscape now that you are in there, before we get to business? Because somebody asked me, ask Mickey that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a slippery slope. Politics is a jungle.
Yes.
So I will not say it's easy.
Yes.
Because it's a very delicate balance. For you to be able to stay relevant and still be an independent person.
Yes.
And, be a family person. So it's a slippery slope that you have to be really careful on how you negotiate to be able to stay relevant and acceptable among the community.
Okay.
Yeah.
slippery landscape.
Yeah.
So you're putting on the right gumboots to...
Completely, yes.
Yes. Donami.
Yeah.
How many years has it been in existence?
I started House of Donami in 2017, December, when I relocated back to Kisumu. I was born and bred in Kisumu, but relocated to Nairobi for tertiary education, then stayed there for a bit of work. So when I got married, my husband got transferred to Kisumu, so I decided to come back to Kisumu.
Okay.
So I resigned to come back to Kisumu. I don't know if this is a very good thing to say in this forum, but I didn't feel like I'm a very good employee.
Of course, all entrepreneurs have that.
I did not feel like a very good employee. I felt like I wanted to be able to explore my creativity, to be able to also share my ideas, which normally is not very good with some employers, does not sit well with some employers. So I felt at that moment that I had two things to balance. I wanted to either be employed in civil service because I felt there's a bit of leniency, or be an entrepreneur. So I had to choose between that, and I decided to go into entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And for me, the reason why that was an easy choice was also because eventually I knew I wanted to be in politics. So I wanted to be able to have the freedom to also explore that.
So you knew as early as 2017 that you'd one day want to be in active politics?
Oh, I actually knew as early as 2011 when I started being a student leader at the University of Nairobi.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I knew then that eventually I'd want that.
Yes.
I liked what I was able to do as a student leader, the impact that I was able to create in the life of the students there.
Yes.
I was the chair for women students welfare organization of the University of Nairobi.
Yes.
So the things I was able to do, being in the places to make decisions, to make change, that gave me that oomph of wanting to, get into politics. Yeah.
You said you were bred in Kisumu. Born in which estate?
Manyata.
Oh, Manyata.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you went to school in...
I was born in Homa Bay, but bred in Kisumu.
Oh, bred in Kisumu.
Yeah.
So part of your primary school in Kisumu or high school?
Part of my... Actually, I never went to school in Kisumu.
Yes.
Most of my school was boarding in South Nyanza, then primary school also in South Nyanza, Migori.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I never schooled here.
Okay.
But the better part of my life was here because my parents were here.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would go to school, then come back to Kisumu.
Great.
Yes.
House of Donami.
House of Donami.
So far, 2017, and you're still in existence, or did you put it aside to concentrate in politics?
House of Donami is gaining stripes, getting stronger, because I feel that is my superhero suit.
Yes.
It's something that I'm really good at and very passionate about.
Yes.
So House of Donami right now has grown from what it was in 2017. I started out as a tailoring shop. But now I can confidently say that it's a fashion house.
Congratulations.
Yes. So currently I run both for House of Donami and Donami Textiles. I opened a branch of materials, fabrics, so that I could be able to access the things that I'm not able to get in our local market.
Okay.
So I ventured in materials as well. Yes.
Also, now you have got the fashion house, and then you have got the textiles bit.
Yes.
With a total number of how many employees?
Around 10 now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Actually, around 12 now. Yeah.
So now, being a fashion house, started as a tailor shop, a small one. Are you able to recall the first assignment you ever got?
Oh, when I came back to Kisumu,
yes,
I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I got an advice from my husband that if you want to get into business, check where your time goes into and what your money goes to. Whatever you spend your time and most of your money in is what you're supposed to invest in. So for me, that was clothing. I think that goes for all women, but I think it was different
for you.
For me, I was obsessed with fashion, literally obsessed with fashion.
Yes.
So from fabrics, how it's cut, how, to what it is.
Yes.
To an outfit.
Yes.
I was so obsessed in how to do that.
Yes.
I got into this with no knowledge.
Yes.
Apart from love.
For what
fashion.
you had.
Yes.
Yes, for fashion.
So, yeah. So when I got in, I found that there was a lady.
Yes.
Just out of interacting with fundis.
Yes.
The other reason why it was important for me to get into this, or what drove me into this, is because of my proportion.
Yes.
I always noticed that every time I bought a cloth, I would still end up at a fundi to adjust this area and that area so that it fits well.
Yes.
So during one of those interactions with the local fundis, they told me, because I would ask them, ninaweza kukuandika tu unifanyie kazi, mi sasa nakupatia tu manguo zangu na nitengenezea. Sema, instead of doing that, there's a lady who is selling her place. She wants to move to Nairobi. So would you be interested?
In
I
buying?
Said, give me her number. So I contacted her through a mutual friend and we agreed on payment. So I bought that house as a going concern.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But House of Donami as a going concern. So when I started with everything because she already. But the downside of it is that this was a renowned lady in fashion, and then here I am, a totally clueless person.
Yes.
And this was spread around when I bought the fashion house. So people knew that huyu hakuna kenye amejua. So having to maneuver myself out of that pit to be able to be known. And right now, House of Donami is a name that when anyone is mentioning fashion, I will surely feature in that conversation.
That is interesting to learn from you.
Yeah.
So now starting House of Donami, some ladies moving to Nairobi, now you decide to purchase the goodwill from her.
Yeah.
And getting your first client.
Yeah.
Of course, you are a new buyer in this.
Yeah.
Nobody knows you. In fact, people are even saying that Miki, we are elewi kitu hapo. Don't even bother.
Yeah.
How did you now manage to convince them that this is it? Let's try it. One or two persons coming.
From the knowledge that I'd gained.
Yes.
From doing online research, learning, I was able to convince a client when they come in. I was able, you see, when a client comes to you, they're not just coming to make a dress.
Yes.
It's not just the dress, they want advice. Don't just make something for them because they've come and they want to give you money.
Yes.
Advise them, is this fabric the right fabric? Is this the right design for your shape?
Yes.
Is this the right length for the occasion you're going
Yes.
to? So I wanted there to be a story for every occasion that you're coming to make this dress for. So that convincing power, I think it's power of the gab, if you can call it that.
Yes.
I was able to convincingly advise my clients as they came in, and I pulled in so many people because they actually understood that I knew what I was doing.
Yes.
Without actually knowing what I was doing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had fundis who could sew, but because I had a very good eye in cutting and recognizing the right fabrics and whatnot, that made an easy blend for us to be able to continue and get people on board.
Okay.
Yes.
7 years down the line.
7 years.
Three most influential personalities that you have dressed through House of Donami. Yeah.
Esther Passaris.
Yes.
Oh my God, the current advisor to the president on women issues, CS Harriet Chigai.
Yes.
Honorable Ruth Odinga.
Yes.
There are too many. When I go to the men, they're countless.
Okay.
I address the Speaker of County Assembly. I address some of the Waishimiwas of the County Assembly. I actually address several speakers from different county assemblies. From my connection with CAF as the DOS.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. as you are building House of Donami, were you thinking at the same time of when is the right time to get into politics? Or you just said, okay, hold with politics, let me concentrate in building this business as I build this small baby. Then is when now one day I can venture in, not knowing the day.
See, for me, House of Donami was really not about business. It was somewhere, it wasn't about making money. It was somewhere I wanted to be able to go to every day because I'd already quit my job.
Okay.
So it was almost a hobby. Yeah. So it wasn't there to, I didn't even expect it to grow. It was just something that I wanted to be able to have some small money sometimes to do things and be able to leave the house every day. I did not want to be a housewife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wasn't also interested in pursuing employment. So I wanted something to get me out of the house every day.
Yes.
So that also, as a motivation to my kids, was if you to our mama, their job is to
stay
sit
in
at
the
home.
house. Yes.
Yeah. So that is the reason why I started it. So it's sad that it wasn't an issue for me to put it aside because I didn't look at it like that. Yeah. So making a decision to get into politics was almost a part of getting into business. So the plan was to have a business so that if I want to leave, then I don't have to, do a letter of resignation, So, like I would just up and go, but also still come back to my business at any point.
At any point that you want.
Yes.
As much as it was a passion, of course, there are those challenges and there are those downside days.
Sure.
As much as you wanted something that could get you out of the house, make you run here and there, make you think bigger.
Yeah.
How were you able to deal with those challenges? And what are some of those challenges of having a fashion house?
Oh. What I didn't realize going in is that fashion house is like a production house. It's like a manufacturing house, actually.
Yeah.
And when you're doing it at that level, at that small level, you realize you're everything to this business.
Yes.
You are the manager.
Yes.
You are the creative director.
Yes.
You are the accountant. You are the HR.
Yes.
You are the
cleaner.
Like you are everything.
Yeah.
So of course I was able to get people here and there to help. But managing a business is a huge sacrifice. People do not realize how hard it is because when I started, remember I'm this clueless person and everyone already knows around town.
Yes.
So the fundis they gave me hell.
Yes.
Yeah. Because 1 minute they're there, the next minute they're not.
They're not there.
Yeah. You can
Some
give
feel
them
that,
a job to do.
Yeah.
They leave. Wanasema, see now me, bora nimetengeneza my 500 shillings.
Yes.
Like they really don't care. See, it's your business.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the burden of paying bills is on you.
Yes.
So he can come, make a cloth, leave. So for me to be able to get to a point where now I'm negotiating at a point of, accountability. You are employed here. This is the time for checking in. This is the time for checking out. If you don't do that, then we are not going to be able to sort this. Then it means you're probably not going to have this job the next month.
Yes.
So for me to be able to maneuver to get to the point now that we had an understanding was really hard. To be able to get people to trust that even though I'm not a tailor, I'm a designer, there are things that the tailors can do up to a point, and there are things that I am the only one that can do.
Yes.
So I really mastered the art of, should I say craft? There are things that you can do after a cloth is on, like beadwork, applique work, whatnot. So I mastered that to a point where now we were complementing each other with my fundis.
Yes.
They make the clothes, but I do the other work. So that made it easy, and that also, and the fact that I was able to actually help in cutting. If they do not understand a design, unapata mimi, when a client comes, I do my research. If it's something that I don't understand, I go to these pages and check how is it cut, how is it done. So I'm able to also help them in doing the cutting, because the big part of fashion is really cutting. Join, anyone can join for you, but cutting it is the most difficult part. So I mastered that. So I was able to conquer that.
Yeah.
But being able to persistently and consistently come to work even when you don't feel like it.
Yes. That's what I want to know.
Is, oh my God, it's not easy.
Yeah.
But if you go to my workplace and ask the people around that area, they'll tell you how much I put in that work. I would come in earliest like 6 and leave sometimes even at midnight. My husband would sometimes come to work to sit with me because I'm not leaving. Work is not done.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow morning, again, back at it.
At 6, yeah.
So there's a lot of time and energy that you have to put in building it up to a point where it is now.
Okay.
Yeah, and knowing your business in, out, sideways. Yeah.
Do you use the, have you gotten to a level where you are now providing learning space to other young people who would want to start fashion houses too?
Absolutely. Absolutely. What I do, I collaborate with these technical colleges.
Oh, okay.
So I work with Kisumu Poly. Yeah. So when their students are going for attachments, I attach them, RIAT, several tertiary colleges.
Okay.
So I'm able to do that, and also I always put it out there. If someone is interested in learning,
yes,
fashion or something that is related with fashion,
yes,
I'm always free.
Okay.
Even business, I'm always free and willing to, advise on whatever capacity that I can. Yeah, because I can right now confidently say that I know a few things that I didn't know when I started.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it is through that learning process that you've been able to build House of Donami to what it is right now.
Yeah.
Coming to now politics and House of Donami, do you see House of Donami complementing your political space in terms of now the learning spaces that you provide, the talks that probably you give out to young entrepreneurs? Is it complementing your political game and rise?
Actually, it's the other way around. My political career is complementing House of Donami because through my political networks, I'm able to get clients that I would ordinarily not have been able to access. So it's the politics that is helping the business.
The business.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's helped a big one. Yeah.
Through helping, that's when now the big challenge also comes in. Being a mom and a mother, full-time mother while at it.
Yeah.
Having to concentrate on family, the business, politics. Because also with politics, there are people who call you like, oh, Mickey, today, how can you help me? Or my son is out of school. I need school fees. I need this. I'm going to sleep hungry. All these in one person.
Yeah.
Who is Honorable Mickey? All these are coming into you.
Yeah.
How do you stay sane so that you don't walk out mad on the streets?
Politics needs you to be able to have a very good support system in terms of employees, in terms of even the people you have at home, your house manager, your spouse. If you do not have a good support system, you can crumble. For instance, I can say my husband is my pillar. Getting into politics was never his idea. He never wanted. But apparently he's the one who encouraged me to get into student leadership. Okay. So I think in a way he also kind of, pushed me into the right direction. I remember before I started this journey, I had to call some elders from Kaloleni Shorimoyo, to know each other and to tell them that I want to get into politics and particularly your area. So when they came to my home, when we sat down, they asked him, are you sure you want her to get into politics? That, yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Do you know she'll be a prostitute? She'll be a prostitute. Do you know she'll have crazy working hours? Do you know she'll be this? Do you know she'll be that? He told them, I know her.
More than you know her.
I know her. I'm not worried about other people. I know her. I've been with her long enough to know her. So I'm not worried. See, that level of confidence make you feel invincible.
Yes.
So even when I face challenges at work and you know them, I'm not worried because I know the person I have absolutely trusts me.
Yes.
And that gives me joy, and that also gives me strength to pursue this. If you have someone who's petty and who do not actually understand what it means to be in politics and listens to the, the myths and whatnot that is said about especially female politicians, then you cannot manage. When it comes to people, I think also I had already psychologically prepared for that because I'd gone through it as a student leader. But the magnitude of what politics is out here, especially for a member of county assembly, it's crazy. The expectation is off the charts. Off the charts. People expect that. People don't even think you should be sick. You cannot even tell people that I'm sick. You're a leader. You're not supposed to be sick. You're some sort of superhero. The expectation of having to take care of people's problems.
Yes. Every
on
day.
Your salary.
Yes.
Every minute. When you give, and the sad part is when you actually try to help out and give whatever you have, it's looked down upon.
It's never enough.
It's not appreciated. What they don't realize is you had 10 or 20 more cases like that. You're one person. You're one person. If it's a funeral, within a week, you have as many as 10, 20. You're one person. And remember, the expectation is not just from your constituents. The expectation is from your family, your friends, your schoolmates. So it's humongous. And sometimes I sympathize with us. And especially MCAs who got into this who do not have something else to lean on.
Yeah.
I count myself lucky having House of Donami. Because for me, it's like a cushion when things are rough. And I'm sure you've also heard about how county assemblies monies get delayed. So payment is also not consistent.
salaries, yes.
Yeah, salaries and, allowances. It's not consistent.
Yes.
Another thing that I really need to mention here is, remember when member of county assemblies and member of parliaments get into, assemblies, there's some monies you're given to, start you off as a loan.
Yeah.
And it's cut off your salary.
Yeah.
I can tell you without any shadow of a doubt that most MCAs go home with less than sometimes 10,000, even 5,000 every month. But you still have, you still ensure that when you call me, I'm there. When you need assistance, I still have a 500 and 1,000 to give you. But my salary alone. So imagine what that can do to a person.
That's what I wanted to learn from you, because when I first knew you, you were not the tough speaking Mickey that I know now.
Yeah.
And you were very laid back, just smiling and ever happy.
Yeah.
But seeing you today and seeing you on various platforms, trying to explain your point and bring out the things that you do and how you do them passionately, you are now the tough speaking Mickey. And at some point you even go ahead and say that this is the way and this is the way it's going to be done.
Again, when you're a politician, people think they have some way with you. They think they can disrespect.
Yes, true.
And they think they can, come at you with anything they want.
That's true, yeah.
And for me, I think that is unacceptable. I'm first a human being.
Yeah.
then I'm also someone's mother and wife.
Yeah.
And someone's sister, you know,
Yeah.
and brother.
And daughter too.
Come
Yeah.
to me correct. If
Yeah.
you have a problem, come to me correct. Do not come with abuses. Do not come with,
Chest
hurling
thumping.
insults and chest thumping and, creating stories where there are none. Just come to me correct. You have my number. WhatsApp me, call me, or I'll even call you back. But do not come to me fighting and hurling insults, and then you'll expect me to just,
keep quiet
and take it. No, I'm that politician who does not take it.
Yeah.
No, I'll give it back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I will serve it as hot as you serve it. Yeah, even hotter sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that has gotten you on a very fast speed of rise, because people did not know that side of you. And now they're seeing that and they're saying, oh, this is now the tough speaking Mickey.
It's funny. I think people didn't know me.
Exactly.
You see, when you come to talk to me, it's different.
Yes.
When we are speaking, when you're having a chat, it's different.
Yes.
And again, when I'm looking for something, of course, I cannot come to you looking for your vote and acting all tough.
Yes.
Lazima ninyenyekee. Mimi ndio natafuta. Mtu tafutaji.
Yeah, achoki.
Mazee, like help me here.
Yeah.
But when now it comes to now issues that you mandated me to do, then that's a different thing.
Good.
You do not expect that you want something done and then I'm still begging. Now I have to be the leader that you elected me to be, and I have to do the things that you mandated me to do. Then at that point, you cannot expect that you'll see the same Mickey. Yeah.
What are the duties of a nominated MCA?
A nominated MCA basically does the same thing an elected MCA does. A nominated MCA legislates.
Yes.
And then we oversight.
Yes.
And then we have three major roles.
Yeah.
These roles are done at the assembly. When we are campaigning, most of the times we tell people that we will do this, nitaensure hii barabara ya hapa imetengenezwa, nitaensure hii maji imelete. But remember that, yes, those are the things that I want to do as a leader. But there's also the needs for the people of that area. I may want to bring a road, but your need is water. So that is when now we come to you during public participation to ask what is your priority need. So when we establish that, then we go back with it to the now assembly. Implementing to the assembly and to the implementing body. So we give this back to the implementing body, which is the executive side. My job, and even an elected job, is not to do these jobs.
Now I get you. Yeah.
We just oversight. After we've given them, we say, sasa Kaloleni Shaurimoyo wanataka hii shule na wanataka nursing house na wanataka
market
hii
space.
Yes. After we say that, and it's laid out during those public participations, they're the ones who are supposed to now do what? Do that. And as MCAs, we are supposed to ensure that it is done.
It is done.
Yes. We're supposed to ensure that it is done. Now, the difference that comes in at the assembly is that nominated MCAs do not have funds, but they are funds that go to the elected, where they prioritize. We are not given the chance to choose things that go into a ward.
As nominated
As
MCAs.
Nominated, no.
Okay.
Hatuna say per se. Like it's the prerogative of the elected MCA. Yes. Yeye ndio hizo vitu, yeye ndio atachoose after public participation, yeye ndio atachoose nini inafanyika, si ndio? So the money that is put aside, say for instance in Kisumu it's around 20M. So this 20M is what goes into the projects that are supposed to be done in that ward for every financial year. Yes, the elected member does not do it. But at least he has a say of how or where or when or who does it. He has some leeway. He has some sway, which an elected member does not have. Remember, an elected member does not have a ward. We do not have a ward. But our wards or our constituents are the strengths on what you were nominated on. I was nominated on the strength of women. Some people are nominated on the strength of youth.
Okay.
Some people
great.
are nominated on the strength of religion, or wachache, as we say, the minority. Like now, Mheshimiwa of Awuor Abed. So those are the people I'm supposed to cater for.
So you were nominated on the backdrop of women.
But even still, we do not have a fund to do anything for the women.
In the benefit of the women.
In the benefit of women.
In the ward.
Our job is to, articulate issues that affect women. But we can also network.
Okay.
And that is why I always say it's very important for a politician or any business person to, to invest in people. Invest in networks.
Yes.
Because those are the people that can help you build.
Yes.
See, if I just sit here right now that I'm elected and because I don't have money and now that I cannot do anything, then how am I building myself?
That's true.
As a leader. So what we do or what I do is network and partner with other politicians who do things. So what I can say is maybe, for instance, I work a lot with the women rep. So I can ask her when she's giving out money for groups to, consider some of groups
2, 4, 5 groups within
Kaloleni Momoyo ward. If there's something that is done for youth, I ensure that there's at least one group or 2 groups that are from Kaloleni Momoyo ward. Say if there's another leader who wants to do something and I think it can benefit my people in some way, I try to sway so that they come.
So you use your networks to now facilitate the empowerment of women in the ward that you've been nominated in.
Yeah. So that's the best that you can do. Yeah. And also, really bring bills to the assembly that affect the general populace, because women are all over the country.
That's true.
The assumption that people have, especially if you reign at a particular ward, like me. I reign in Kaloleni Momoyo ward. So the assumption is I'm nominated, and that is why I asked to reintroduce myself. The assumption is I'm a nominated member of Kaloleni Momoyo ward. Which is not true.
Which is not true.
I'm a nominated member of the County Assembly of Kisumu. So my job cuts across the whole county.
The whole county.
Because I stand on the strength of women of Kisumu County. Yes.
So, but you can choose to say...
So the reason I do or lean more on Kaloleni is because my interest is in Kaloleni.
And is it still there?
Completely. Utterly.
Or now you want to take it to Homa Bay?
Completely. Kaloleni Momoyo ward. Yes.
There are so many women that do business in Kaloleni Momoyo ward. And some of them are the small mamambogas, the vibandas. I know of even another lady who has got a cleaning service business in that ward. Me, myself, I run a business. I come from that ward. Your networks that you are using to help empower these women. How far have you gone to get it to the ground? Is it being felt there?
In some places, yes.
Okay.
It's easy to help people in a group. Helping an individual
is very difficult.
Is almost not practicable. So I encourage, and that is why we started the foundation. I encourage people to get together and get into groups.
Which foundation is this? Sorry.
I also run a foundation, the Mari Mara Foundation.
Okay.
Mari Mara Foundation is actually Luo for Mari Mara.
Mari Mara.
Yes.
Yours is mine is yours.
So we just Englishize it to Mari Mara. But Mari Mara is whatever is mine is yours. If I build you, you build me.
Thank you.
You see, it's easy for someone to come to you when you already have like a relationship.
That's true.
If you, for instance, if you, help or come to my business, build my business, tomorrow, if you have something, or if you have an Arambe, it's easy for me to want to also
chip in,
contribute because you building me. So I want us to be able, and as women, to be able to come together in a space where we are helping each other, knowing that you're helping yourself. At any particular time you help Brian, Brian will always remember. If you help so and so, they'll always remember.
Which is a good skill to put into people.
Yeah, and I want people to understand that. Do not be sad or do not be jealous when someone is rising. When someone is rising and you're always there, even if it's just a cheer you're giving them, if it's just encouraging them. If that's what you're doing,
good,
you're putting in, you're building into something, and that thing will build back to you.
That's true.
Yeah. So I want people to get into groups as much as they can, because these women enterprise fund, youth fund, they really, what they give individuals is really minute. But if you get into a group
then
and grow this group, then it becomes something that you can
cake.
And something that I really love our people to sort of get into is pool resources together.
I am concentrating more on Kaluleni Shaurimo Award because evidently I know you're going to be there and you still have a big interest in that space. So you're using the Marimara Foundation that you are a brainchild of to now encourage women in business to pull together. As they pull together, then resources now becomes bigger for them. How many groups so far have you engaged with through the Marimara Foundation?
Through Marimara, mostly girls, and I'm not working with groups that are already established. I'm working with people who do not know the importance of getting into groups.
I like that.
So
now.
I'm getting,
that's interesting.
Young girls, young men. I even have some boys at Arena that I work with. Young men, young girls, so that they pull together in whatever they want. Mnataka kujenga, say, car wash. I can't help you by yourself. Because,
as an individual.
Yeah, because that land is not yours. It's a community land. So if I'm coming to help you bring a machine at Arena to wash cars, let it be able to serve more people, not just you.
Not just you.
Yeah, let mtu apate kitu kidogo kidogo kila siku.
Na mkue wengi.
Yes, waende nayo nyumbani. You want to bring like a water, water facility at a place. Like say now kwa kina Freddy. What's the name of this place? It's not within our ward, but they're our people. So if you're doing that, let it be something that is helping a lot of people, not just one person.
Not just one person.
Because I believe from each pool, it's a ripple effect. However many people we help here are going to help other people. It has that effect. So tusaidiane, like let's pull together to help each other.
Wow. We are speaking to Honorable, let me now use the term, Honorable Mickey Ochieng, the CEO and also an active politician, a nominated member of County Assembly of Kisumu. And she's saying that if we come together as a community, then it is easier for these resources to spread and the cake will be bigger, so that now what is yours is mine and what is mine is yours as a community. Mickey, come to think of it, and I would like to ask you one thing. With business and with Kaluleni Shaurimoyo ward, and with politics now that you're actively into it, you travel a lot and you move around the country so much. Just like you said, you are not a nominated member of a particular area. You're a nominated member
My
of an
constituents are
entire
women.
county.
Yes.
Yeah, and women. How are you creating a safer space for women to ensure that come 2027, if now you call upon these women, they will come out and say, wow, Miki ni wetu na Miki mpaka kwa debe.
I say kidogo kidogo hujaza kibaba. The little things that I do, the little things, the little ways that I touch people's life, I hope they'll be significant enough for them to want to Fikisha mi kwa debe. But for me, that is not important. What is important for me is I got into politics to change people's lives.
Yes.
And they say that human beings are innately selfish.
Yes.
It's inborn. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yes.
But I feel like there's a way that we are a long way in coming together as a community. The Luo nation was a revered nation. But I feel like right now everyone wants to do things for themselves. Yes, you can do something that is yours.
Yes.
But can you also get into something that can help people come together and grow this nation, this Luo nation,
yes,
into what it was, or even better.
Or even better.
So my way is to encourage and to ignite something in women. No offense to the men.
The men.
There's something about women.
Yes.
And if you look back even into your home, the young women who are married, you're forced into marriage. Then you grow a family away from your home. You're not learned. Hakuna kenye umejua. You come into this family, you give birth to children, you give birth to geniuses with no knowledge. You toil the land, you do things that, are unexpected.
Yes.
I want women to tap back into that strength. And I want them to come out to vie for these positions. Women can make great leaders. Right now, we are very educated. We are an educated nation.
Yes.
We are educated.
Yes.
Then we have that strength within us.
Yes.
If we can tap into it and go into leadership positions, no matter the space, whether it's in churches, whether it's in clubs, like I want to see more women in leadership positions. Because I feel there's a way that women bring people together in a way that men don't know how.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So for me, now up to that time, I want to encourage as many. I don't care if they're coming to Kaloleni. I just want women to stand out and stand up.
Okay.
Because if you sit in your house, no one will nominate you into anything. No one will elect you into anything. But ukijitoa nje, inaitwa
Tuma.
Yeah. Ukijituma.
Yeah.
You learn somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. You learn somewhere, whether it's blogging, whether it's being a PA, whether it's being a coordinator somewhere. Wamama tu watoke nje.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
As a politician, I will not make the mistake of letting you go without speaking to a few of your people who will have access to this recording. If you want to correct something that maybe is a myth out there, this is the time. And specifically to not only the people of Kaloleni Shauri Moyo Ward, but also the people of Kisumu County as a whole. So you can go ahead.
Politics is not easy. But politics is the only way you sit on the table where decisions are made. I'm still interested in being on this table because I know by sitting on this table, by being on this table, I'm able to influence things that affect my people. So what I know for sure is that I'm still coming for Kaloleni Shauri Moyo Ward. I'm still rising on this platform, and I'm bringing a lot of change into this ward with me. So whether it's for Kisumu women or it's for Kaloleni Shauri Moyo Ward, I want to be able to do things that will benefit us as a community.
We have been speaking to Honorable Miki Ochieng. She says she wants to be at the space where decisions are made. And that space is the political space. So we are looking out for her, and we are also giving her our blessings to go out there and continue with the massive and extensive work that she's been able to do. She has been able to clear a lot of myths that people did not know about a nominated member of county assembly. and an elected member of county assembly. Madam Mickey, I really appreciate your time, and I am also very, very much grateful. I believe this time around you're going to be at the helm of Kaleni Shauri Moyo Ward. And when you're there, the people who believe in you will continue to believe in you. One last word to the entrepreneurs in Kisumu County, because it is said that doing business in Kisumu is one of the 1,000 ways to die.
True.
If you are not careful, you can easily walk naked on the streets. Being a business owner in Kisumu County, it is not easy at all, and the challenges that come with it is heavy. What can you say about that?
That is
as
true.
We conclude,
That is true. It's important to note one of the 1,000 ways to die.
Yes.
What I can tell my fellow entrepreneurs,
yes,
is that it's important to have love, passion for what you do. It's important to fall in love with what you do or want to do. And for those who are obsessing about something, what I know is that when you are continuously obsessing about something, that thing is probably also obsessed with you, and wants you to be able to do it. Everyone has something that God has given them. You cannot be a jack of all trades and a master of nothing. Find out what it is that you love to do, so that it doesn't feel like a burden, so that it doesn't feel like work. And do it and give it everything that you have. And when it gets to getting people to help you do your job, get people who are willing to learn. People who are teachable. Don't get someone who feels they know. And then that they will start undermining your other people. Get someone who's willing to learn, who's been able to, even if you knew something, there different organizations have different ways of doing things. Try to be able to want to learn the ways of that company, the culture of that company, so that you easily blend in. But if you get people who are not willing to know or to learn, you are going to have a difficult time to deal with them, because those are masters. And being able to have a master under you as an employee is a really difficult one. So also passion for what they are getting into. Someone you can clearly see wants to be involved in what you're doing.
Yes.
So I think with God, commitment, and a lot of respect to your peers and colleagues, everything is possible.
I have underlined one very important thing that you said. Get people who are willing to learn. Not somebody who feels that they're a master
at something.
And that one drives me to my last point, which is, are you flexible enough when hiring somebody at House of Donami? Okay. When hiring somebody at House of Donami, do you look at the certificate or do you look at the skill set that they come with?
What is important to me in this economy and era is skill.
Skill.
Yeah. I don't care about your certificate. Show me what you can do.
Thank you. She puts it very clearly that business is passion. Entrepreneurship is skill set. And entrepreneurs are encouraged that when they are getting into entrepreneurship at the level of scaling and hiring, then they should consider one thing and not two. One is check on the skill set of the person you are hiring, because it is easier to learn and inculcate new values and skills as you go, as compared to somebody who comes in with a heap of papers and says that they deserve and they are worthy of the job. So guys, until next time, this is the most sought after entrepreneurial show in West Kenya, where we build business brilliance in West Kenya. The Seed Pod, which is powered at Alphanex Podcast Studio. They are available for your podcasting needs and all your videography, and also they have a studio for pictures where you can take in your family and have very nice photos. Remember, my name is Brian Oruko, and I am the founder and the CEO of Direct Errands and Logistics Services Kenya, which is the most efficient and seamless logistic solution for West Kenya. Until next time, this is the Seed Pod.